He was born in Chicago in 1983, but his childhood wasn't like most. Raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Quillin carried scars long before he ever put on gloves. He spoke openly about it. Homeless nights, a broken home, no love to hold on to, drugs around him, even abuse. He once said, "No one can say my life isn't a miracle." And he meant it. What makes it more striking is the whispers that came later. People said he came from a comfortable family, that his struggles weren't real. But Quillin never hid from his truth. His pain shaped him. His faith as a Christian held him. In the ring, he didn't waste time. As an amateur, he fought just 15 times before stepping into the professional world of boxing in New York. Tall, fearless, and aggressive, he brought more than punches. He carried his story into every fight. Peter Quillin wasn't just fighting opponents. He was fighting the life that tried to break him. Peter Quillin's professional journey began on June 9, 2005. That day, he signed with promoter Cedric Kushner and stepped into a new life. By April 2008, he was already making noise. He dominated Antoine Eccles, a seasoned contender, and people started paying attention. Just a few months later, on June 11th, he faced Inicio Miranda at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. Quillin took control early, winning most of the rounds with sharp boxing. In the 7th, Miranda caught him, but Peter bounced back, recovered in the 8th, and closed the fight strong. In 2010, Peter made a big move. He left New York for Los Angeles to train with Freddie Roach, one of the best trainers in the sport. That decision pushed his career to the next level. On April 29, 2011, he proved it. In Reno, Nevada, Quillin stopped Jesse Brinkley to capture the WBO Super Middleweight Championship. Just 3 months later, in Las Vegas, he handled Jason LaHoulier with ease. No knockdowns, but no doubts either. Quillin was simply the better man. November 5, 2011, was special. He made his HBO debut in Cancun, Mexico, and stopped Craig McEwen in the 6th round. Then in June 2012, he beat former world champion Winky Wright, sending the veteran into retirement. But in September 2014 came a twist. Quillin held the WBO Middleweight Title, yet he gave it up instead of facing Matvey Korobov. The purse would have been the biggest of his career, 3 times more than anything he'd earned. Still, he walked away. Quillin returned on April 11, 2015, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. His opponent was Andy Lee, the WBO World Middleweight Champion. But there was a problem. Quillin didn't make weight. That meant no matter what happened, the title wouldn't be his. The fight itself was wild. In round 1, Quillin dropped Lee hard with the right hand. In round 3, another knockdown came. Though this one looked questionable, Quillin had stepped on Lee's foot. But then in round 7, Quillin himself hit the canvas, caught by a sharp hook. The battle went the full 12. When the scores were read, it was a split draw. Neither man left with the win. December 5, 2015, was the night Peter Quillin's unbeaten record was broken. He stepped into the ring against Daniel Jacobs, but the fight ended almost as soon as it began. In the very first round, Quillin was caught with a heavy shot. Jacobs swarmed, and the referee stopped it. It was a brutal TKO loss, the first defeat of Quillin's career. For a while, he stayed out of the spotlight. Then, on September 8, 2017, he returned. Against Deshaun Johnson, Quillin showed he still had fire. It was a tough fight, but he walked away with a win. Next came Julian Love, a fighter ranked high by both the IBF and WBC. Quillin made a statement that night. He outclassed Love from start to finish. The judges had it wide, 99-91, 98-92, and 98-92. Quillin looked back in form. Then came Caleb Truax. This was supposed to be another big step forward. But in the second round, an accidental head clash ended the fight. It was ruled a no contest, leaving everyone unsatisfied. On September 21, 2019, Quillin faced Alfredo Angulo. Most thought Peter would win. Angulo was slow, not as sharp as before. But the night didn't go as planned. Quillin boxed, but he couldn't do enough. Angulo pressed forward, and while he didn't hurt Peter badly, he kept the judges busy. 2 scored the fight for Angulo, 97-93 and 96-94. 1 gave it to Quillin, 96-94. The split decision went against him. That night showed the world that boxing is never predictable. For Peter Quillin, it was another hard chapter in a career filled with battles, both inside and outside the ring.